everyone! Thank you for visiting our channel and watching our videos. It seems that you like the video how to introduce yourself in English a lot, so we decided to make a second part and give you more help and advices. If you've missed the first part, follow the link below. Now let's start. Number 1. Talking about your interests. When an interviewer asks you about your hobbies and interests, they are not really interested in your free time or your personality. More often, they want to check your language skills, your way of expression, your level of communication. So it's good to prepare a couple of phrases and keep them in your head as main points. For example, I don't have a lot of free time because I'm a busy person, but when I find some time, I like reading books, going for a walk, playing with my kids, etc. Have in mind the following rule. We use like plus gerund or the ing form to talk about general likes. I like dancing. We use like plus infinitive to talk about more specific likes. I like to dance. I'm keen on skiing, dancing, swimming, etc. I'm into playing the piano, drinking beer, etc. I enjoy going to the beach, cooking, etc. You can use all of the above phrases with nouns instead of verbs, like I'm into rock music or I like huge department stores, etc. However, if you're not at an interview or exam and you're introducing yourself to a classmate or a new colleague, the information you tell them should be true. You don't want to lie, do you? Number 2. Talking about your family. Same here, you're asked this question because it shows how good you are at small talk. And by the way, small talk is a must-have skill and should not be underestimated. When preparing to speak on this subject, the family, make sure you know all the words that describe family relations: sister, cousin, aunt, brother-in-law, etc. The information which you will give is less important than the way you will present it. You needn't worry about what you're saying. The other person doesn't know your family. You can say anything. It's not important whether it's true or not. You can make everything up as long as you speak correctly. Avoid long and complex sentences. It's better to build a short but correct sentence. Be careful with the tenses. When talking about your family, you are free to speak for the past, the present, and the future. This gives you a chance to show that you can handle the main tense rules and structures. So, take some time to review things such as irregular verbs, perfect tenses, use and formation, the different ways to talk about the future, and so on. Number 3. Talking about your occupation. A very common topic for exams, job interviews, or everyday communication. What we said earlier is valid here as well. You can make the answers up as long as you use correct language and enough vocabulary related to working. Here, I'd like to highlight another important moment. It's useful to give as much information as you can. Usually people just tell what they do for a living, sometimes they mention the company they work for, and that's all. But if you want to get a high score or to make a good impression, be prepared to talk a little more. Give some details about your job. What are your day-to-day tasks, your long-term goals, or what is your current project about? Describe your working space, the location, the building, the office, any interesting facilities, etc. Don't forget your colleagues. Add some information about the team, the atmosphere, why not about your boss? A good idea is to say why you like or dislike your job, how do you see yourself in the future, or what you would like to change about your occupation. Number 4. Asking questions. When you are introducing yourself to someone, you usually speak only about yourself, and this is perfectly normal for exams and interviews. But when, for example, you're meeting a new colleague for the first time, or you're meeting your friend's parents for the first time, it's quite polite to show interest in their personality as well. And this is why you should often revise grammar and vocabulary related to questions. Pay attention to the word order and practice whenever and wherever possible. A good idea is to create the habit of thinking in English, asking yourself questions and answering them. Only in your head, of course. If you're not sure whether you're making it right or not, check as soon as you have this opportunity, in your books at home, through your mobile, or by asking a friend. Another useful tip I want to give you is to find a friend with better English than yours and make up dialogues together. It's way better and more efficient than the first method, doing it alone. If you're lucky enough to have such a smart and helpful friend, don't waste any time, start practicing. Number 5. Useful words and phrases. You will see and hear some phrases that are commonly used when meeting a new person. Try to remember them and repeat them as much times as you need to become familiar with them. You will see that after some time, these phrases will come to your mind automatically, and you will be more confident in their meaning and pronunciation. Nice to meet you. It's a pleasure to meet you. Let me introduce myself. I'd like to introduce myself. I studied at Oxford University. I've been studying English for 2 years. I'm married and I have 2 children. I'm not married yet. In my free time, I like watching TV and going out with friends. I'm interested in art, music, tourism. My family is very big. I have 2 brothers and 5 cousins. Thank you for watching. If this video was helpful, give us thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more language lessons.